Welcome. So we're here for the RRR 1250 Smartview test. We've got 3 vehicles, 3 different installs. Each one has its own unique features. Let me talk you through it. First vehicle, VW T-Roc. On this car we've got a really nice install. We've put the light behind the lower grille, and actually what that can give the driver is a almost invisible install during the day, but obviously at night time that light is coming straight through the grille and onto the road where you want it. On the far side over here we've got the Volvo XC90. We've got a really nice install on the lower grille, a real classic. We've got this light just parked in near view mode at the moment, so it doesn't overexpose the camera. What that means is the outer LEDs are running, giving you a spread close to the vehicle and on the road. The long distance LEDs are not currently running. The final install that we've got to show you today to test is the Transit Custom. Up here on the roof we've got 2 1250 Smartviews. We've not got them on right now because it'll overexpose the camera. Now the lovely thing about mounting up high like this is you're going to get this huge distance and a really wide spread on the road. So we're looking forward to showing you how these different installs present for the driver. Okay, so first off we're in the Transit Custom. So this has got the 2 1250 Smartviews on the roof, and we're initially beginning just in the vehicle low beam. Put on the car high beams, still not a great deal of illumination, so time to switch on the Smartviews. You've got to press and hold the light on the control panel for 3 seconds. We're now in a road legal E-Mark mode in mainland Europe. If we put E-Boost on, this mode is now maximum long distance illumination, so huge amount of lighting power going all the way to the end of the road. After that we look at the near view mode. Near view mode, really nice feature. It's a kind of cross between a vehicle low beam and a fog light, so it's giving you a real nice spread of light close to the vehicle. Another nice feature is the speed adapt function. So right now we're driving at 20 miles an hour. So up to 30 miles an hour, it's essentially the same as near view mode. As I speed up through 30 miles an hour and all the way up through until 50 miles an hour, the beam pattern is now rising and a central hotspot of light is going all the way into the distance. By the time it gets 50 miles an hour, it's now a very long range spot. As we then slow back down again from 50 miles an hour down to 30, the beam pattern lowers and it gives us this spread on the road where we then need it at those lower speeds. Final little feature that I want to talk about, and on a vehicle like this where you've got the 2 Smartviews on the roof is particularly nice, is dynamic dip. If you've got a huge amount of light on your high beam and then you knock your high beams off, it can take a minute or 2 for the eyes to get accustomed to the lower light levels. Now what this means is when there's a car that's coming the other way and we decide to turn off our high beams, we don't want our eyes to suddenly have low level illumination of the low beam. We'd like some time for our eyes to adjust to the lower level illumination. So as we approach this car, I'm going to turn the high beams off. It turns the Smartview from an E-Boost mode into essentially a near view, and then you will have seen that it faded over the period of 5 seconds down to 0, and now we're just on the standard low beams as we go past this vehicle. Like the T-Roc, we've got a single 1250 Smartview mounted in the lower grille. So we really want to show the difference in performance that you get compared with that 2 lamp mounting that we had on the Transit Custom. So as I turn my high beams on, as before, I can flick through the modes. I've got near view mode, I've got E9 mode, adapt, and of course I've got E-Boost. So I won't explain the functions again, but you can clearly see with the single light, I can see my beam pattern now is very much giving us that real long range that we don't get from our standard high beams. So even though we've got it low down, we're still seeing this huge distance that we saw on the roof. So to summarise, and whether it's a single Smartview down in the front or it's two up on the roof, actually it's a versatile product, and actually you get that huge illumination. So for more information, do take a look at our website. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. We've certainly enjoyed running with the Smartview tonight.